Chicago versus the Rams, a defensive slugfest, very entertaining football game. I thought Dennis Allen, and Sean McVay even admitted this. He admitted that Dennis Allen schemed circles around him in Chicago. I'll ask you, do you think it was a more impressive win by the Rams, or do you think that Chicago just didn't have enough in them to pull that out?
I think it says more about Chicago because the home team's always going to get like a 3-point line, right, whenever they're setting those lines.
Especially if it's freezing.
Especially if it's freezing. Like Matthew Stafford was wearing a scuba suit in that game. He literally said before the game, I had to cut a scuba suit. Like, a West Coast team coming to play you in your house, your home field, like, yeah, it's impressive for the Rams to win, but it's not like the Rams, like, just went out there and dominated that game.
They played horrible.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua played terrible, Matt Stafford, but a lot I'll give credit to the Bears defense.
It came down to decision-making, like it always does. We watched some awful. Every single quarterback, I'd say outside of Bo Nix, he had an unfortunate interception. If you take away that, even though the inefficiency that they were having it at times, I still think overall
every quarterback
the Broncos looked much better than every other team in terms of sustained success. Can you replicate that kind of success?
I don't know. Their offense went in the crap.
And their defense did also start leaking at the end, but maybe they were playing more conservative. Who knows? We can give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what we can't give the benefit of the doubt for? Is what would have happened if Caleb Williams didn't throw that ball short. If he had
DJ Moore in overtime.
If he ran or lived to play another game, it was first down.
Yes.
You're just outside of field goal range. That decision-making is what wins and loses games. It's similar to what we were just saying right here. Why Philadelphia is so successful isn't always because their quarterback has to win them the game. A lot of times you just don't got to lose it. Because any game that you play in, chess is the biggest proponent, but any game that you play, you want your opponent to make mistakes for you. Who wants a harder...
I'll argue on behalf of Caleb Williams. The interception in overtime, it was very disappointing, but the Chicago Bears team is not a talented team like the Houston Texans that have an unbelievable defense. Like have an unbelievable defense. And the throw he made, because sometimes the magic of Caleb is he is kind of that gunslinger. And you don't want to take that out of him. And that magic of throwing 40 yards back to Cole Kmet was incredible.
It was amazing. That was an amazing play. I got to watch that game, that throw from like 9 million different angles. I got to watch it in a YouTube vlog that somebody made where it was just
you were just living in that throw.
Yeah, it was. It's not that the throw was even that great because the defender could have just backed up.
The defender made a very.
It's just the fact that the play was made.
It was the moment. It was the moment. And Caleb is a diehard competitor in that moment.
I do love that about him.
Yes, he's a competitor. He doesn't quit on these plays. He makes the unbelievable play like Brett Favre. He makes the play why you watch football is because of what Caleb Williams can do. However, their offense is just not consistent. They weren't able to run the football. In that moment, he needed to be more secure. I actually agreed. I want to get your opinion on this. I agreed with kicking the field goal and going to extras. Would you have tried to end it by going for 2?
No, I would have too, because everything went exactly the way you wanted to.
You would have won for 2, or you how overtime went?
I'm a big proponent of make them lose. Make the other team lose. Don't give them an easy win. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
So the whole situation with Caleb Williams, like we would be talking about Caleb Williams amongst the all-time great playoff performances in the past 2 weeks had they won that game.
If they went down and Pinheiro kicked a field goal.
Maybe.
Plus, he made a great play on 4th and 1 to maneuver for the first down.
Yeah, but they could have got a touchdown.
But DJ Moore, or it was second. I don't think it was third.
It wasn't third. They had more plays. They had more plays than that.
It was a really poor decision. It was such an unnecessary decision, a great interception. And then you know what unbelievable championship teams do? When Caleb made that mistake, if the Bears were really elite, they would have stopped them.
Yeah.
But no, and credit Matt Stafford on this. 3rd and 7, they go all out blitz 0. Puka Nacua wide open. That was a dagger. Dagger. So I'm really excited to preview these games, okay? Rams, Seahawks, and also Broncos, Patriots. We're going to talk all about that coming up very soon. You're listening and watching Spence and Serge.